All right, mofos. We have the Filthy Casual Hockey Watch Party. As you guys know, I'm a New York Rangers fan, and I'm also a New York Mets fan. And I could tell you that one of the things that helped me deal with the heartbreak of supporting a losing baseball franchise, probably the only franchise that are losers at 101 wins, is the fact that New York Rangers starting up tonight. And looking to build off of the promise of the young lineup, that the young core that they developed. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals when they did not play well enough to even get out of the first round. But they found themselves in the Eastern Conference Finals. They fought about as hard as they could, and they start their season against the team that eliminated them, who eventually got eliminated in the championship series by the Colorado Avalanche. So I'm pretty excited at hockey returning, and I may or may not. No, who am I kidding? I'm not going to be covering every Rangers game on the channel, but I just felt like this would be pretty cool to do a Filthy Casual. To do a Filthy Casual watch party. Probably need to fix the lighting a little bit. I just want to do like a Filthy Casual for the season opener, which I believe is actually the very first. It is the first hockey game of the entire NHL season schedule. So it's very exciting to have hockey back. So, you guys can let me know in the comments, are you guys excited for a new hockey season? I think I might even do a season opener. For the New York Knicks this year too. Have not done a watch party for basketball. Have not done that. And that might be fun. I will be right back. All right, mofos. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect from the New York Rangers. The New York Rangers had they did really they did a really good job at the deadline, and they got some really scrappy players, Tyler Mott and Mott, and there was another guy. They let both of these guys go. But I guess like the point being that is that reference to SCP Foundation? Phil streaming again? That looks like SCP related artwork. I could be wrong. But yeah. Yeah. Shit. I'm trying to see something. I don't know if this live stream went out automatically on my Twitter. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just going to. Oh, you just like the Plague Doctor vibe. Okay. What I'd like you to do is, if you are a fan of science fiction, Phil, let me make sure I get the proper. What I'd like you to do is, Phil, I want you to do a Google search for, because you're on. I'm going to tell you to search this right here, Phil, and report back. I want you to report back what you thought. Well, I guess we'll put the purple New York Rangers hat. Now you're good. Yeah, Phil, do that search on Google. If you are into like science fiction type things, right? Definitely. See, okay, all right. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, especially the Plague Doctor. Let me know what you think about that. And thank you for coming by the stream. I don't know, like, if you're like, super into hockey or whatever, but we covered the Mets' early exit from the MLB playoffs. We covered the late exit from the New York Rangers during their playoff run. We normally cover MMA every Saturday that there is a UFC card. We're covering it. So if you are a fan of pretty much any of these sports, we're going to be. We're always covering MMA, but we're going to be covering more hockey. My co-host on this podcast is a Boston Bruins fan, so we may be doing watch parties, either myself with him or him alone. Yeah, pretty much. Wow, Ryan McDonough got traded to the Nashville Predators. Wow. Andre Palat is gone from that team, but Ryan McDonough gone from Tampa Bay. That's crazy. But the New York Rangers, they have their core. I'm going to blast this out to Twitter. And I'm just kind of blasting out the this stream to Twitter, Rangers Twitter. Okay. All right. Happy to be covering a sport other than baseball. For those of you that do know, the Mets had an epic, I don't want to spill any of this drink, on my sweater. That would be bad. You know, it's kind of nice to detox from the failure that are the New York Mets. I'm a little bit disappointed that I worked so hard to make sure the stream started on time. And the game still hasn't started. Like, come on, guys. Let's go. Eric Chelsom watching so you guys, you're switching back and forth, huh? The New York Yankees are playing the Cleveland Indians in the ALDS. And also we've got obviously we have the New York Rangers here. So thank you very much, Eric, for coming through. And we're still have more than 7 minutes before the first puck drops. Play hockey. Play hockey, please. I beg you. I'm going to front, though. It's kind of warm in this office wearing the sweater. I was not expecting it to feel so warm in here. It's all good, though. Well, I'm hoping that Shesterkin saves us, literally. Let me ask you a question, Eric. How are Yankee fans feeling about Aroldis Chapman? You know, I remember the Aroldis Chapman when he was with Cincinnati. He once overthrew a fastball 106 miles per hour, which to this day still is the hardest velocity pitch I've ever heard of. I think we retained. I think we retained Reeves. Some people thought that we weren't going to keep Reeves. Let me just make sure that I have the roster correct. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. Um, I mean, I just don't understand how you can play for the most storied franchise in probably all of North American sports and you make it all about you. I don't understand that. And I just can't. I can't. I can't. You know, I really thought that Kravtsov was going to get himself traded. And from what I understand, he is on the opening day roster. I'm actually a little surprised. I'm very, very surprised that he is on this team. I am very happy that Ryan Reeves is still on the team because he protects guys like Panarin. You know, some of our smaller, faster guys who are not out there, who are not out there bruising. Now we've got a slight guy in Vincent Trocheck who's under 190 pounds. So, I'm very happy that he is still with the team. I mean, we mostly brought back, it's mostly the same guys. And I'm happy about that. But, it's really cool. The Rangers are mostly a very young team. And that lets me know that our window is several years in the future. Now, I understand that there are a couple of expiring contracts between this upcoming offseason and the next. But I really do love the youth on this team. And I do believe that the sloppy play in the playoffs last season, I do believe that, these guys got a taste of they got a taste of that, of what postseason hockey is. And I fully expect that the defense is going to be a year older and a year better, especially with Keandre Miller. Being in a more familiar position out on the ice as a first or second line defenseman. I think that Adam Fox is going to improve the defensive part of his game because him not winning I think it's the Norris, him not winning the Norris after winning it the previous year, that should be a wake-up call to him. And I hope that that's what ends up happening here. I'm also hoping that our core players, they stay healthy. Kako had a lot of health issues last year. So I have a lot of hope for the team, but, we haven't seen a cup since 1994. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself. David Banner's on YouTube. What up? Toronto Leafs fan. Man, I'm so pumped up to watch 82 games and at least 4 in the playoffs when we inevitably lose in the first round. Well, I mean, that's better than what a lot of fans can look forward to because most teams don't make the playoffs. So, is that true? I think half the teams make the playoffs. But, being good enough to make the playoffs, it's somewhat of a privilege. It's a privilege. It didn't feel like it as a New York Mets fan. It didn't feel like it. But yeah, I'm really hoping that we get some. What I want is a defense that keeps odd man rushes to a minimum. I'd like to see tape to tape passes. I'd like to see an aggressive power play. These are the things that I want to see out of the New York Rangers. I have no doubt that they are going to be a physical team, a tough team, but I really want to see crisp passing, and I want to see the New York Rangers Hey, nice message from the referee to start the season on the puck drop. Oh, another thing that I'd like is for them to win faceoffs. I want to see faceoffs won. Puck possession is extremely important, and they're already behind the Rangers defense. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. Already behind the motherfucking defense. God damn it. So first 2 minutes, my impressions are that I'd like to see the Rangers with more puck possession in the offensive zone. Zibanejad with putting the moves on him. I mean, it wasn't like a high percentage play. Oh, takeaway. Okay. All right. We got some puck possession here. He whiffed. Hey, kept it in the puck in the zone. All right, they clear. All right. And that's offsides. Ooh, he lost his stick, but that was a pretty play. Uh-oh. Got to skate harder than that. All right, Schneider gets there, though. Snyder gets there. One of the things that I'm really hopeful for is I want to see how Panarin plays this season because he was hurt, and you can tell that his ability to skate was compromised in the playoffs. Getting a few months off, I really want to see if he is going to be more of his explosive self. I'm looking for a big season from Artemi Panarin. The bread man. I'm also looking for Lafreniere to be the can't miss prospect and show that this season. You know, Kakko was the second overall pick, and then the next season, under suspicious circumstances, the Rangers ended up getting the number 1 overall pick that netted them Lafreniere. And I would like to see him blossom into the kind of superstar. Hey, big hit. Reeves is on the ice. That means somebody's getting hit.
Set it up behind the net. Cernak, one of those Tampa Bay players who ordered a long-term contract in the offseason. He got an 8-year deal for nearly $42 million. He has it in the line now. Hall was a standout in the postseason after he came over to that line from Ottawa and never played in the playoffs and was magnificent. Zibanejad banks it ahead, trying to send Kakko on his way.
All right. Kreider gets behind the defense. Oh, nice positioning by Zibanejad. Ah! Miller didn't get a clean shot and a block shot. Trying to figure out who was the Lightning's player that blocked that shot. I love that the Rangers are controlling the puck 5-on-5. There were a lot of situations last season where it felt like, oh, nice centering. There were a lot of situations where it felt like the Rangers were killing a penalty on, even strength. Locked, pinned down in their own zone. Just terrible. Not getting that sense here to start the season here. All right. And we'll get a face-off, I believe, to the right of Vasilevsky. Big hit coming. Reeves. Hold that, son. This Fleury kid, is he related to Theo Fleury? Let me do a little search on him. In Fleury. It doesn't look like. I'm not seeing any. All right, yeah, no relation to Theo Fleury. But he's on the Tampa Bay roster. We had a copyright claim on one of our live streams, and we successfully defended ourselves against it. So. Uh-oh. 1-on-1. And good save. But good job, Panarin, getting back, though, to contest that shot. All right, we got a line change here. Oh, takeaway. That was a good scoring chance there. It looks like the Lightning are playing a little jittery. They're playing a little jittery right now. Definitely not as crisp as they were against the Rangers a few months ago. Good stop. Shesterkin. Good job. Made the initial save. Also save on the rebound. Holds the puck. Blocked. And can we get the 3-on? It's a 3-on-4 developing there. I don't dislike what I'm seeing from the team. Of course, it's the first game of the season. You know, people are really excited. Players, coaches, fans.
Minnesota Duluth wearing 45 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He'll get a good long one at the start of the year without Anthony Cirelli coming back.
All right.
Surgery. He'll be out for at least a couple of months. With that shot, he's on the score sheet. Cole Kepke is an NHL player.
I was trying to figure out who knocked the Lightning player off the puck, but I can't tell because of the numbers. I couldn't tell. It was a little bit off angle, but it was a really good defensive play to clear the puck. Oh, Panarin with the puck now. See, nice pass. 3-on-3, wrap around. All right, they're gonna clear. Line change. Lifted it out. I mean, anybody really know what to expect from Trocheck? Anybody? Think he plays at center? Oh, nice. Barclay Goudreau, nice play to keep the puck in the zone. Just kind of poked that stick out there, kept the puck in the offensive zone. You know, I would love if we had a season where our goaltender didn't have to make 30 saves every night. I think that if we can limit if we can find a way defensively to limit teams to 7 shots on goal per period on average, I think that we can get a legendary looking season. But I do know that it's very difficult to keep your goals against average low when you're facing 35, 40, 42 shots in a game. So I would love it if the Rangers were able to keep shots on goals against to 7 or 8 per period on average. Could be pie in the sky, but I do believe that Keandre Miller and Adam Fox, I do believe that they are going to play better defense in front of Shesterkin this season.
Signed Cole as a third pairing defenseman to try and mitigate the loss of Ryan McDonough. Clearly not available now.
The crowd was looking for a penalty there. Didn't get the oh, nice centering pass. That was Hedel with a really nice pass. And the Rangers are keeping the puck in the zone. Again, put that pressure on Tampa Bay. All right, they're going to clear the puck. Yep, they clear. And Rangers are back on defense. Nice defense by Jacob Trouba. And you think about Keandre Miller, you think about Adam Fox, you kind of forget about Jacob Trouba being one of the best defensemen in the NHL. Nice little poke check. Okay, 1-on-3. Oh, shit. I'm about to say, if he backhanded that in, excuse me. Oh, I thought he chipped it in 1-on-3. Who lost their stick? Oh, Keandre Miller lost the stick. Nice pass. Big. Oh! Oh, man, that was a great scoring chance there. But, you know, Vasilevsky is Vasilevsky, so. But that was all right, now Rangers are going to get a line change here. Oh, the pass was too long. And they cleared a puck. All right, cool. Less than 6 minutes remaining here in the first. Rangers have taken the lead in shots on goal attempts. 7 shots to 6. They had a couple of good scoring chances in the last 4 minutes. Rangers defense has improved in the last 10 minutes or so. But they're putting a lot of pressure on the Lightning with offensive zone ice time. They iced the puck. They have a lot more time with possession of the puck in the offensive zone. And this is the problem that I had with them in the playoffs against Pittsburgh, against Carolina. Even in the series that they won, they spent way too much time in their own zone. And at least early on, Rangers are looking pretty strong. Hey, we get a face-off win too. Let's go. Offsides? Yeah. We still have penalty-free hockey. Well, that was a little cross-check there from 77. Trouba didn't get like a really clean wave at the puck there. But Vasilevsky did his job. He was in very good position to make the save. And keeping that puck in front of him. You got work-related shit to do. I also need to charge this fucking phone. I know this is a joke. A Russian woman named Isabel married Pakistani national Zahid Ali Khan. It was love at first sight. I love him for his strong, attractive character. He is tender and understanding. I don't care about the $740 million he inherited. That's funny. We just lost the puck. Carpenter just lost the puck in open ice. That could have led to a scoring chance there. Oh, that went. Oh, that went. Game the zone again. Center. And okay. Delayed penalty. Set it up. Deflected. Okay. First penalty of the NHL season. Cernak.
The Ranger power play that was fourth in the NHL last year will get their first opportunity of the 2022 season. Holding.
All right, Cernak got a holding call.
From east to west, Kreider to Kako, who's had a terrific start to this game. Up on the top line with Savannah Jad and Kreider. The one-timer, now the protection of the puck against Cernak in position.
Is that really a holding call? I mean, he did impede his progress, but he just kind of pushed him down. We win another face-off. It's great not starting the power play with a clear. Zibanejad, they're working it around the edges. Slap shot. Nice. Keeping in the zone. Fox. And look here, motherfuckers. We got the motherfucking Captain Paul with the Rangers on the power play.
Coming in, man.
Bitch.
What's going on, bro? Hold on. It's on ESPN.
Yeah, it's on
Plus,
ESPN.
right? All right, cool. Let me just plug in.
We got motherfucking Captain Paul with his room looking a mess.
Yeah, it's absolute like disaster show here. Like it is what it is. Like I was like spring cleaning today, like
We win
throwing a ton
another
of shit up.
face-off.
Hold on.
Oh, that was open from Zibanejad. Oh. Got in deep. Oh my God. How do you not score there? Oh, and he lost the puck and it got cleared. No. $35 seconds left on the power play. Trouba from a long distance, 28 seconds left. And one shot on goal. I mean, I really wish that the puck would go more towards the net than at the top of the circle.
Look at that, dude. Oh,
Right there.
What a save, man.
Yeah. But then there was another play. Zibanejad kind of got caught in between, and the net was open on his side.
That's crazy. All right, let's.
We win another face-off?
Yeah, you guys are doing well on the dot.
Come on, cleared again. That's the end of the power play. Fuck.
Yeah, you're a little bit ahead of me. What do you think about the whole the boards being completely like digital advertisements like that, like Mass Mutual? That's different.
I did not notice that until you said it.
Yeah.
Stamkos on the doorstep. Rebound. That's a big rebound. Get the puck and clear it. Thank
Ooh,
you.
nice save. Nice save. So Sirkin's got some new pads this season, huh? I kind
Well,
of
you
liked
saw
it.
that from far away.
I liked his old design better. Maybe I'd have to take
Oh,
a
you're
look
talking
at
about the
it.
white? You're talking about the white?
Yeah, like I kind of liked his old design from last season a little bit better.
Oh, I see it now. I see it now.
Well, his goalie
Wow.
pit.
Digital boards.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this, right? I did not notice because I was watching the action on the ice.
Well, no, it stood out because like the yellow's all worn on the end boards, and then you just see like a picture perfect white advertisement. I was like, it just didn't like. Obviously, here on the side screen you can see like the actual advertisements, but
Wait, is that an overlay that that ESPN is doing?
correct.
Because it looks like that there are other, like the other cameras. The other
Yeah.
cameras look like they're picking up what's really on the wall.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's literally like their broadcast camera, where it's mainly where it is. Seeing these side cameras, you can see like all the real advertisements. Like it's no big deal.
Well, I mean,
like,
the Rangers, ESPN paid for the rights to these national
Hockey League
broadcasts.
games. Yeah.
So I guess that they would reserve the right to do that, right? Another face-off win. 11-2 on face-offs. Now, I remember the Lightning in the first couple of games of the series against the Rangers. They started off pretty slow, but they're very sloppy. They've been very sloppy. Line changes have not been crisp. Obviously, you're not used to seeing 11-2 on faceoffs. You don't normally see that. Even a team that is not good on faceoffs, you don't see 11-2.
Yeah, but there's also been a little bit of turnover here with Tampa Bay, so I think they're going to probably, it's the beginning of the season, first game. They're going to have to kind of, I think, a little bit of.
Wow, Rangers won another faceoff. That's 10 straight. I mean, like, I get the whole thing, like the season being new, but the season's also new for the Rangers, right?
Yeah, but I think, how do I put this? You also got to count in this is that the amount of mileage these Tampa Bay players have put on their legs, like at least the mainstays compared to the Rangers, like they played far more games the past few seasons. I'm not excusing it. They should be fresh. They've been like off for months at this point. But I don't know. I mean, if Zibanejad can continually win faceoffs like that, that's actually going to be huge for the Rangers. Like if he can make that like a constant arsenal, a tool in his kit, like that would take him to a next level, in my opinion. Because that guy's got a world class shot, phenomenal player.
Yeah, I'm the thing is, the New York Rangers are a young team, and conference finals when they really did not earn their way to the Eastern Conference Finals. They were very sloppy. They played very poorly, even in the games that they won. And you saw how annoyed I was back then. Getting a taste of that, right? Getting a taste of that, being a year older as a young team. If you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals with very little playoff experience, and they did not play a disciplined, crisp brand of hockey, imagine what they could be healthy with a year under their belt. Now, if they were an older team, let's say an average age of 29 or 30 years old, right? Then you would say they were a year older, their window's closing.
Correct.
What are they averaging? Like what, 25, 26 years old? You got all of
Yeah,
these young players. You got all these young players that have playoff experience under their belt now.
right. I mean, I think for me personally, this did they play perfect last season? Absolutely not. No, like even in the postseason, they were very rough. But what gives you hope if you're a Rangers fan is that you're going to constantly see, you should constantly see evolution, right, from these younger guys. Like the how far this younger line of Lafreniere, Hedel, and Kaku, however much they progress is how far the Rangers will go. Because if Lafreniere starts developing, Kaku starts developing, Hedel looks like he was starting to turn a corner last season. If they take that next step in their development and become like bona fide top six forwards, and that line gets a great deal of chemistry, you know, you could be looking at an extremely dangerous team because you're going to have more scoring depth. You know, the guy on the locker room, that video is actually going to be up soon, so make sure to tune to that channel. You know, kind of discussing about the Rangers preview. I like a lot what I see. You know, I think Keandre Miller is going to be someone that really does take over the league here in a couple years. I like a lot of his game. You have Trouba there. You have, you have Fox. You know, you have so much production even from the back end. And the only thing I think they took a downgrade slightly was in the backup goalie position with Yaromir Halak, because I think he's an older guy who will probably, you're going to have to maintain him to around 20, 30 games. But when you have a workhorse like Shesterkin in net, that's not necessarily a massive concern. So I do think the Rangers, they'll go as far as that kid line takes them.
Well, one of the points that I made earlier is that I think Adam Fox not winning the Norris, I think that was a wake-up call for him. I think that he knows that the Rangers played very poor defense. Even in the regular season, the Rangers played very poor defense all season long. And he did not deserve to win the Norris, even with the elevated offensive numbers. Now, I think he's going to take that personally. And now Keandre Miller knows he belongs in the NHL. He knows he belongs on a playoff team in the NHL. He knows he deserves to be playing on the first or the second line in the playoffs. He knows this now about himself. So imagine you got these two young studs, and Trouba is still a top defenseman in the league. We forget about him, right?
Yeah, Trouba. Yeah, he's towards the top end of the league. I think Trouba's more of a character guy. He was solid for Winnipeg for years. I think he's found his game here with the Rangers. I think Trouba's a good guy to have as a steady hand in that group. I mean, the Rangers' defense is nice. Like, let's not get it wrong. Like, your defense was so good, you let go of a promising prospect of Lundqvist and sent him to Dallas. And that kid's gonna be money for the Dallas Stars. The problem that you guys had is because you guys had so many pieces that were really good and really young. You didn't see a place for Lundqvist. I mean, and does a guy like Lundqvist really fit in a bottom pairing guy? No, I think he has more top end talent than that. And I don't believe burying him as a seventh defenseman is smart either. Like, you got to either, develop in the Hartford Wolfpack.
You got to get a high draft pick for him.
Exactly, and that's what they did. They were smart. They got a draft pick for him, got some value back, and I think I will admit I'm always, I like the sure thing over the what if personally.
Right.
But as of right now, to me, the Rangers lost that trade because I don't know who's going to come back door. But let's say that guy, they gets a Hall of Famer, then who knows? You know what I mean?
Right,
it's all speculative. But yeah, I think the Rangers have a really good chance to finish in the top two in their division. I think they're an extremely lethal team. I love how they have completely rebuilt that organization. It's been absolutely fantastic to watch. And listen, I'm a Bruins fan saying this, but when the Rangers were on the downward spiral of having kind of mediocre teams with a superb goaltender with Lundqvist, I'll say this: if the
It's
Rangers
like the Mets having DeGrom and not scoring for him.
Exactly, because I think if the Rangers built teams like this when Lundqvist was in his prime, and I'm not saying all the Ranger teams were bad, there were some decent teams. He would have won a cup or two.
Yeah.
So, like, I think this Rangers team, if it keeps on this upwards trajectory, and I'm a big fan of defense first, they are going to be a tough team to play against. And I love me some Keandre. Look at this shit. Look at that big old hit by Keandre Miller. I love it. I absolutely love his skill set.
Had a really big hit too along the boards.
Man, like they got some upside, and these boys got some fight in them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm a big hockey guy, so not to keep monologuing, but kind of going into this team and looking into their organizational depth, like there's a lot of depth. I mean, I think all your D men are under like the age of 30.
Most of the team. I think our average age is like 26 or 27 years old. But the point that I wanted to make about our defensemen being as good as they are is because as a Rangers fan, what I would like to see is the team averaging 7 or 8 shots on goal surrendered per period, right? So I'd like to see Shesterkin face between 21 and 24 shots a game on average, because Shesterkin is even more daunting if you're not allowing odd man rushes, if you're not turning over the puck in the defensive zone, if you are crisp in the neutral zone. Tonight, the Rangers are a little bit crunchy, but their passes are more on point. Their reaction times towards intercepting the Lightning passing lanes in the neutral zone has been great. They've been doing a great job of maintaining the puck in the offensive zone. They've won 10 straight faceoffs. I don't think I've ever seen this in my life. So it's more of the little things. You're not worried about a lot of shots on goals against if you're drawing penalties and you're keeping the pressure on the opposition and their defense. If you're living in the offensive zone, I don't know if you noticed this, but the Rangers are leading 5-3 in minutes with offensive zone puck possession in the offensive zone. They're leading 5 minutes to 3. Last year, it was the opposite. They would win 3-1, but they would spend a lot of their time in the defensive zone. Right? Stuck, pinned down, Shesterkin facing shot after shot after shot. They can't get a line change to save their life. That's not happening tonight.
Yeah.
At least in the first period. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but a lot of times the devil is in the details. Not in New Jersey, but in the details.
Hey, can I just say something real quick? I'm saying something on my chest. You mind? It's completely something completely fuck Viacom, boy. That's right. We win. Like, yeah.
Shout out to Mrs. Evil who filed. You saw that? You saw I posted it, right?
Yeah. No, I just got I just saw the email, then I saw the screenshot, yeah. Man. That's so. I mean, like, dude, some of these unjustified claims they'll make and breaking actual like laws is disgusting. So I'm so glad we won that. I mean, shout out to Mrs. Evil. Shout out to you, man, kind of pursuing that, because that, I'm tired of these companies absolutely destroying the reason why these copyright things are there in the first place. It's not because oh wow, look, there's a 5-second clip that's used under fair use. I want my money, and so they'll claim it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fuck that shit. I think like Viacom and those type of companies. I mean, down the road, hopefully we can not have to deal with as much paying the stuff with the copyright stuff. But like we've kind of run into these issues continually. Just posting content that has no copyright material, but if something, I don't know what it is, if it's a manual report or it's automatic, but hopefully this just kind of, it's just nice to win, because we all know we've been kind of getting we were getting screwed over on that deal. So
yeah, but I will say in defense of Viacom, I don't want to say anything to defend them, but we have to be fair. A lot of times they're not even looking at the clips. They're just it's almost like they've got a system to auto contest anything that one of their clips is in. But we did a good job explaining the clip. So for you don't really know this, but we were on Twitter and they showed a clip of a very unique submission attempt in a Bellator MMA match. And the submission attempt was so unique that the referee did not know what he was seeing, but the guy that was caught in the submission attempt was stuck and was unconscious for 16 seconds. And the ref was kind of like a bystander. The ref did not know what he was seeing. Now, in defense of the ref, none of us knew what the fuck we were seeing. But that guy was out for 16 seconds. And the referee was a bystander. And we got that clip not from Bellator, but it was in a Twitter feed. And what we did was we analyzed it. We didn't just like play their event, We just analyzed it and said, yo, this is what it is. This is wrong. The referee needs to do his job.
I mean,
of course, Mark Messier is going to pick the Rangers to win the cup. Chris Chelios should be. Chris Chelios should be picking the Red Wings, right?
Steve, or the Blackhawks, but we all know that's not going to happen. Steve Levy saying fucking Florida? No.
The Panthers? You don't think they have a shot?
Absolutely not. No. I think that organization, the way it's built, especially in net. You know how much money they're spending in cap next season on goaltenders?
What's their cap hit? 13?
$15 million because they gave Spencer Knight an extension. They're paying Bobrovsky over $10 million a year, and he's not a 10.
Good to be getting over $10 million a year?
No, he had a very good year. He was very good with the Blue Jackets, but remember that was under Tortorella's system, right? And like he was
the douchebag system.
I mean, he's a douchebag, but he does have a good defensive system, right? And I don't believe in the Florida Panthers. I mean, like I'm gonna pull them up right here on my Cap Friendly, and I mean, yeah, they have literally zero cap space. Zero. They like legitimately zero cap space.
Like
so it's
$17 under the cap.
Well, and it's ridiculous, right? Because like I'm gonna go with these depth charts, and it's like I mean, like, do they have some really good couple lines? Absolutely, but like, I mean, they got Kachuk. Yeah, they got Kachuk, and they got Uyghur. They get Uyghur was dealt to.
They just got Kachuk in the offseason.
Right, they got Kachuk, and I'm blanking right now because I'm a little tired. But they got Kachuk, and who's the other kid did they end up getting? I'm blanking on it right
Panthers,
now.
Right?
Yeah, the Panthers. I'm looking at the roster right now. Like they're lined as right here: Barkov, Reinhart, Vahey, Kachuk, Bennett, Belclairs. I mean, they have some like decent guys. I think they're definitely like a 2-line team. There's not much scoring depth outside of that. And like their goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky's making $10 million this season. He had a .913 save percentage. He went 39 wins, 7 losses, but .913 save percentage and 2.67 goals against for $10 million. I want Shesterkin type numbers for that. Now this season, Spencer Knight's going to be making $925,000, and he's only 21 years old. He went 908 save percentage, 2.79. He's got a lot of like upside. Like he's a go. He was between Spencer.
That's where Michael Del Zotto has been hiding out at.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm looking at this cap hit, bro. Yeah, Spencer Knight gets kicked up to $4.5 million next season. And the funny part is, after this season, for the next 3 seasons, they'll be paying their goalies, I'm sorry, not $15 million, $14.5 million.
Yeah, it rounds up.
In a league where you have a hard cap.
They're paying Spencer Knight almost $5 million?
Yes, $4.5 million next season. Well, the reason is Spencer Knight's like looked at as the big next thing, right?
Okay,
he's only
okay.
21. He's only 21 years old. They want to lock him up, and like he's getting contract, both of them until
How long is
25,
Bobrovsky's
26.
contract though?
They're both after, including this year, 4 years, and like they both become. Well, Bobrovsky becomes a UFA at that point, and then Knight has RFA. So the Panthers retain his rights, and obviously they won't be retaining Bobrovsky. But like paying $14.5 million in your goaltender position when one of them is nowhere near that, and then like it just doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. Now I understand you have to retain Knight because he's your future goal, but I mean I just think Bobrovsky was completely overpaid. I don't know. The deal is just ridiculous, and now they're going to be handicapped with that. And then you know how old he will be at the end of his deal?
Bobrovsky?
37 years old, and he's already been showing signs of decline. I mean, like his first season. Yeah, no, actually, no. I mean, since he's been with the Panthers. His highest save percentage has been this past season. It was 906. It was 913 last season, 906 the season before that, and 900. And even in the last season in Columbus, he was a workhorse for 62 games. He had a 913 save percentage and a 2.58. They're like not bad, but is that $10 million worth? No, it's not. He's not Carey Price.
I mean, Shesterkin is not even making that much.
Shesterkin will be making that much because if I'm Shesterkin, I'm like, this bum got 10 mil, I'm making 15. Like, you know what?
Pretty much.
Like, it's Bobrovsky just did very good in his system. I never understood the fanfare for him.
Yeah, another face-off win. That's 11 straight. That's 11 straight face-offs won by the Rangers. That's weird.
That's weird. Oh, right there in the. Oh, I thought he had him in the slot there. Oh, fan done it.
Oh, what a play! Who was that? He's off my screen. Is that 86?
Thought that was. Yep.
That was oh man.
Was that Kucherov?
He left it right for him too. Woo! That was dangerous.
Tampa, like, I think they might take a little bit of a step back this season.
Shit, we already got a line change 40 seconds in. No period.
That's usually how it works, though. Usually these shifts can be around 45 seconds, a minute. Some only 30.
Can you imagine if your shift on the boat was just 45 seconds at a time?
I mean, yeah, then I wouldn't have fucking have a fucked up hip. Oh. That was a nice dance, though, at the line. I loved it. That was a nice little...
Skate, 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 skate. Come on, Fox, skate. Come on.
What? Did he just... Why did he... No. He should have fresh legs.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, they gave it up. Come on, don't turn the puck over. Rebound, get rid of the rebound.
Nice save.
This is sloppy in their own zone.
Look at this.
Goodness gracious, man.
Oh, they got a penalty on him, huh? Hedman, huh?
Delayed penalty. Rangers' first penalty of the season. And touch up. All right, first penalty kill of the Rangers season. What do we have? What are you arguing for? All right, did he actually hold him? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. You held him. Welcome to New York, Trocheck. Go sit in the penalty box.
I do think the signing of
That's a bad penalty to take.
Yeah, it was definitely a bad penalty, but I love the signing of Trocheck, though.
Yeah, I don't love the penalty.
I don't. Yeah, no.
It didn't have any bearing on the play.
No.
Lightning are a little bit nervous in the circle. And we win another fucking face-off.
This sucks. You're ahead of me. This kind of sucks.
Are you on ESPN Plus?
Yeah.
Refresh the page.
Man.
Okay. And Shesterkin with the glove save.
Yep. I just think I think because you're
left.
I think you're just going to be a tech hair ahead of me regardless.
Maybe you should get better internet. How about that?
I have a fucking Verizon like gig internet. Like, calm down.
We have the same internet. But you should get a better one though.
Fucking stupid. I kind of want to look up Zibanejad's face-off percentage last season.
It wasn't great. And we get a clear. So we should knock off 20 seconds. Oh, clear it, baby. Oh, no. There you go. Oh. Leaves it. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, that was so close.
That was a good play.
Yo, the Rangers are on the power play. That's what it looks like. Oh, let's go, bitch. Let's go.
What a snipe, bro.
Bitch.
Bro, what a dangle. Backhand top shelf, bro. Holy shit. That was a fantastic finish, man.
Let's go. Short-handed. We were handling the puck like we were on the power play.
Bro. What a fantastic move.
Oh, my God. Look at the passes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Backhand.
Look at this move.
Whoop.
Forehand, backhand.
Go to the backhand. Whoop, whoop. Top shelf. Whoop.
Yeah, he made Vasilevsky bite hard.
Woo. Woo. Yo, you better bite hard when you're grabbing them ankles. Yo!
Actually, last year he had a good face-off percentage, 52.3%.
Yo, the Lightning are sloppy. What the puck?
Well, Rangers kind of looking a little sloppy here.
I mean, they are killing the penalty right now.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. That's the
I mean, you saw them. It looked like they were on the power play for a second. And this basically should do it for the power play. 5 seconds left. They come to the blue line. 3, 2, 1, and we're at even strength. So we're 0 for 1 on the power play, but we get a goal on our first penalty kill. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Give away. Oh, he spun on him. Oh, he gave up the
What a dangle. What a dangle.
Oh, man, that was so nice. All right, they should be able to go line change here.
That's going to be another guy, Kravtsov. See if he'll actually be worth a shit at the NHL level.
You remember, the Rangers had a lot of problem with him. He threw some temper tantrums.
Yeah, like he threw some temper tantrums, but like he didn't go down. He went to the KHL or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things that out of training camp, people were saying he was not looking good. So I think the only reason he got a roster spot was because he signed a contract. Like essentially, I think it's a one-way he signed. So if he does get it sent down, it's going to go through waivers. So it's going to be interesting.
They said he looked really good in the KHL.
No, but in training camp.
Yeah.
But like, remember, European hockey's far better. I mean, not far better, far different than NHL hockey. Bigger ice surfaces. Like that's why you'll have guys that can be superstars in the KHL, superstars in the KHL, but they suck in the NHL. It's just because it's
Right.
a different game. I mean,
But the thing is that like they had if the Rangers were fighting to keep a guy that was a malcontent, then he has to be good.
yeah. I mean, there's potential. That's the
Because
thing. But
normally
like,
the Rangers will tell you to go fuck yourself.
yeah, but he hasn't like looked. He didn't look good in training camp, from what reports were saying. So, I mean, hopefully he can figure it out for the Rangers' sake. I mean, if he
Right.
can fulfill his potential, he's a very good player.
Yeah, but from the reports that they had, at the beginning before the game, they were saying that Breadman has been mentoring him. So I mean, if I had Artemi Panarin mentoring me, I might be able to get out on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, Panarin's a good player. I mean, just he's going to be very interesting to see how that chemistry can develop. Because I do think when you're with your fellow countrymen, there's like just the sense of bond, more comfortable.
Right, exactly.
That's why the Capitals like got a bunch of friggin' Russians because like Ovi. So
Yeah,
it's
Ovi, right.
Nice
shot, Keandre Miller. What's the time on your stream?
13:40.
Okay, so you're 3 seconds behind me.
Yeah, it's whatever. We're not going to fix that really. Oh, nice tip.
All right, we got this. All right, so we'll get a line change here. Ooh, Keandre lost the puck there. That was sloppy.
No, I think he was actually doing a
More
drop pass there.
sloppiness.
Oh, that's not good.
But more sloppiness from Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay is not sharp.
Yeah, they're playing flat this game, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Like New York definitely looks like the hungrier team here.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, but this is a grudge match too,
yeah.
I mean, what do you think is the worst hangover? The hangover you get after winning the Stanley Cup, or the hangover you get after you lose in the Stanley Cup Finals?
Probably losing because like, well, no, if you're like, I would rather win, right? But it depends on the team, right? Depends on the personality on the teams. Like if some people will take that loss and will have them motivated throughout the whole season. Some guys will get defeated. Some guys that win a championship, it's never enough, so they want to repeat. But then other guys get content. They start getting drunk after games, start eating too much, not staying in shape. It really does depend. I think the worst hangover will probably be losing it because you get that far and nothing out of it. So I would say losing is kind of the worst hangover. But I mean, you got to have a special personality.
I think it's even worse when your first game is not against the team that beat you, because then you have that edge. But you lost in the Stanley Cup Finals, and then you have to face in your first game the team you beat. They're hungry because you're the ones that beat them, and you're kind of looking past them. You're like, well, we beat these guys. I want to go back to the finals to face the Avalanche. I don't care about these guys. And you might end up flat like that. I think it's possible.
Yeah, no, I think there's, it's kind of one of those situations where it really does come down to the character of the team. I do think the Rangers have a resilient group, and I think they're young too. Like that's the main thing with the Rangers. I think they're young, so they're hungry. And they saw this they just got to that level of success, and they got that little taste of it. So I think now they're going to be like, all right, like let's get to work. Like we need to get better in certain areas, because like I said, those kids, they're going to decide how far the Rangers go. If those three young guys do just stay the same exact as last season, you guys will be a playoff team and towards the top end of the conference, but you ain't going to go anywhere. But if they actually develop into bona fide point producers, and I'm not saying 100-point scorers, but around 40, 50, you guys are going to be stupid lethal. It's actually going to be unfair. So, are you trying to sign in right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Just got a notification. Yes, it's me.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had to. I changed phones, right?
No, I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't know?
Nice. How do you like it?
It's a cool phone. I like the new phone. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, your oldest defenseman is 28, and it's Trouba. Like, 24, 24, 21, 22, 20. You guys have the like 20. Your average age of a defenseman is 23 years, 23.4 years old.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know, and to get NHL playoff experience like that, it can only make them better and raise their confidence, even though they didn't play very well.
Oh, come on, play. You can't just stop.
It looks like Keandre is going off. Yeah. It might have gotten like a high stick.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a high stick. It hit him in the face.
Yeah. 2 penalties? Oh, tripping. Oh my God. Really? Oh my God. We're going to be down 5-on-3. There's a tripping penalty there.
Yeah, well, that was bad stick placement. Like, that's...
Oh, that's why he got that. He put his shoulder in his face.
Into his head. You can't do that. You can't make your direct point
man.
Direct point of contact can't be the head. These boys know that. That was a stupid hit. I mean, like the tripping happens because the game is fast, right? But like you got to be careful with where you put your stick.
That is a lesson for all men.
Absolutely. Let's see. Come on, man.
And we still get a face-off win, but they take the puck.
Dude, Zibanejad, man.
How do you lose the puck? You got a 5-on-3 advantage. How do you get the puck cleared on you? I'm not saying that the Tampa Bay Lightning won't score in this 5-on-3 because I expect that they would. But look.
Oh, what a move.
And a lost stick too.
That was a good little dangle by Point.
Stamkos with the one-timer. Off the board and clear the zone, baby. Skate, Zibanejad, skate.
Dude, the Rangers are just, the Lightning are just so flat.
I think the Lightning were looking for a tripping penalty on Zibanejad there.
You already got a 5-on-3. Play the point. They can play. Oh, that was a...
Oh, they're deep. They're deep in the circles. They are deep.
That's a good little
trick. Get a save.
Great save. That's actually how Lundqvist would play that. Lundqvist was notorious for playing super deep in the net so he could get over laterally quick.
Yeah, I like to play super deep in the net too, man.
You're stupid. What a save. That is such a good save there.
And the thing is, you see his lateral movement to his left to stay square to that shot. 57 seconds left. We finally lose the face-off. And he scores. That's why it's so important to win the face-off.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good play by the Lightning right there. Good one-timer by Stamkos. Stamkos is like he can be like
it's more of a bad play by the Rangers. You got to win that face-off.
Yeah, but there's only so many times you can be asked to win a face-off. Like these guys are talented centers. Like they're not going to just keep losing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but when you're down 5 against 3, you have to win. You have to win that face-off. You have to.
Yeah, but you know what also needs to happen is these guys can't be taking 2 penalties in the span of...
One guy draws 2 penalties, 2 minor penalties on the same play.
That was such a bad hit by Goodrow.
That's
and
bad.
Hagel's looking to kind of bounce back from when he got traded from Chicago over there, I believe it was. He's looking to kind of have a step in the right direction.
And we cleared a puck. Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Puck. Wow.
Kucherov's being a little too cute with it, man.
You think he might be feeling himself a little bit too much?
Yeah, I just like make the smart play. Like tape-to-tape passes, get somebody cutting with some speed. Like, it's just, I get it. You're a talented player, but Make the right play. Don't make the fancy play. All right, so
I don't know if Tampa Bay is good enough to score 5-on-4. They can score 5-on-3. I don't know if they're good enough to score 5-on-4. Kucherov. Oh, what a weaving play! Oh,
there we go.
he put the moves on him, but
No,
it's Shesterkin. It's Shesterkin.
He's got top end. He's one of the better forwards in the league, man. But I mean, that play, all skill. Kucherov has amazing hands.
Yep, and he was basically going in 1-on-3.
I mean, Tampa's got such nice defense too with Sergachev and Hedman. Like they got nice pieces. Like Hagel cutting in here.
They didn't make it to the finals for no reason.
Right. I'm just saying. Like I think some people forget how good these guys really are. I mean, it's just
no. They were in the Stanley Cup Finals 3 years in a row.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, saved by Vasilevsky. He was all alone.
No, and I get what you're saying, but I think sometimes people take for granted how good they are because it's just consistent. But
Right, that I would say would be more like it, but I don't think anybody is looking at the Lightning like their food.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Blocked by 98.
Good block there. I mean, come on. Get a little hungrier.
Oh, nice forecheck. Well, I guess Chris Paul's still not getting any championships.
Look at this. Great play there. Good smart play, kicking that up the boards, flipping that out.
Yep.
I like that a lot. Pressuring him here.
Wow. Oh, who's number 10 for the Lightning? He should have taken that shot.
Yeah, he should have. I don't know why he didn't.
He should have taken that shot because the net was open on that side.
I know, Kakko's only 21. These kids got to develop, though. All right.
Line change.
Got some Schneider back here, kind of waiting, taking point. Let's.
Offsides.
Just a tick, right? Like with Jesus, guys.
It was clear. It was clear.
No. I was being sarcastic because that was not
okay.
that was not even close. That was pretty obvious. I'm like, dude, Hedl, you gotta get the puck before
how Stamkos went across the body with that shot.
Yeah, no, because actually that's what they try to teach you to do. Unless you're Ovechkin, it doesn't matter. But I mean, usually when you get a puck on a one-timer, if it's coming left or right,
go the opposite side.
shoot where you came from essentially, because the goalie's already moving laterally, and then you're going and you're going against the grain. It's such a hard.
But it's hard to aim the puck to go up high over the opposite shoulder.
Yeah, I mean it's a hell of a shot. But
Steven fucking Stamkos. Hello.
Yeah.
So
that'd be a. I hope he has
why
actually
you have to win the face-off in that situation.
I hope he actually has a full season, man. Stamkos he's had some bad luck, man, the past few seasons. It'd be nice to see him be healthy for a full 82.
I'm looking for a cable so I can charge my phone. I gotta go get Mrs. Evil. Some asshole tried to follow her after she got off of work last night. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna we're not playing those games. Wow, the Maple Leafs are only plus 900 to take the whole thing? The Maple Leafs?
The Maple Leafs have fantastic talent, but their goaltending situation sucks. I don't agree with that at all. I don't even think Toronto's gonna get out of the first round. I just their goaltending with
You know what's really
Samsonov.
sad? This is the last comment that we got on this stream.
Oh yeah, that's
From
funny.
David Banner. Another penalty. Second power play for the New York Rangers.
Yeah, their tandem is Matt Murray and Eli Samsonov. No, I'm good. Like that team is gonna like blow. And
I mean, Samsonov was good a couple of years ago.
no, he's always been like a 908 save percentage guy. He's a good backup, and then like Matt Murray, he's trash. Like no,
I mean, 908 used to be a good save percentage.
yeah, back in the 80s. But like if you're not having a 910 plus, like you're not a starter. Like he's a good player. He's a good backup goalie, but
Did you
I think
just split the difference between 910 and 908?
absolutely. I mean, 910's like a mediocre starter. Like, let's call it how it is.
Oh
908.
man, he's all alone. Paul coming in.
There you go.
And wow.
Point coming in. What a drop. What
All right.
was that?
3-on-2.
Oh my god, dude!
Whoa.
Someone for Tampa's got to shoot the puck. Ooh, nice rip.
Yeah. Paul is acting like Chris Paul. Like, shoot the fucking puck, guy.
Jesus.
1 minute left. 65 seconds left in the power play. Panarin is so nice with the puck. That was not a crisp pass from Fox.
That's why they call him the bread man.
It looks like 98 took that puck off of some place that was uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
He kind of went to a knee there after blocking that pass. Shot.
All right, come on, guys, get to the bumper. Shoot! Oh my
That's
God!
He's on his ass.
Come on, wrap it! Oh
Yo,
no!
he could have moved the. Oh, he whiffed. Zibanejad whiffed. 25 seconds left.
Oh,
And
man.
another block. They're trying to shoot from too far out.
Well, I get the premise because you have a screen. If you shoot from distance, the
there's too
goalie.
much screening. Yeah.
No, that you want screens, but like you kind of want to give your guys a chance. Come on. Oh, right in the face. Oh, dude. These penalty killers for the Tampa Bay are just eating pucks.
Yeah, they are. They are.
That was a fantastic save by
Oh, it's
Vasilevsky.
right there! And it was 98 stick
Oh,
that blocked the
98.
puck from going to the net.
Sergachev, yeah, boy. Sergachev's a stud, man. Don't forget that.
Check. Look. He does get it. Look, right there. Boom! Fuck out of here.
Dude,
that was a great defensive play to put his stick right on Kreider's stick, because Kreider had 26 power play goals last year. That's how Kreider scores his goals. He's right there on the doorstep.
Yep, Sergachev's nice, man. Oh, and number 10's Corey Perry. That's what it is, Corey Perry. Oh. I forgot about Corey Perry's now on the Lightning. That's weird.
Rangers are playing on the forecheck. That was nice. They really gave I was about to say Florida, Tampa Bay a lot of trouble trying to get out of the zone.
Yeah, see, Tampa's a team that actually knows how to win, unlike Florida in the playoffs. So.
I will say that the Rangers did not have a bad power play. It's just that the Lightning had a good penalty kill.
Dude, Sergachev, that was a fantastic stick placement,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there. Like the Rangers were all over him. That was a good power play, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, in
10
the two
shots,
power plays,
too.
the Rangers have 10 shots on goal. That's
Yeah.
all I can ask for.
Yeah,
And the thing
like,
is, I've been complaining about this team for over 20 years, trying to get the perfect fucking shot instead of creating chaos in front of the net and throwing that puck. Get something off a rebound, right?
absolutely.
Right? But for years, and it didn't matter who the head coach was, it didn't matter, what it was. They're trying to be fancy and cute with the fucking puck out beyond the circle.
The power play for the Lightning, son. Let's go. Power play for the Rangers. I mean, this is crazy.
Oh, a slashing penalty. Yeah. But that slash wasn't big. That wasn't a big slash. That wasn't a big slash.
He kind of sold that.
He didn't even sell it. He got the next guy put his body on him, and then because he had gotten around him, even after the slash, he had gotten around and maintained the puck. The other guy kind of made him lose the puck, not the guy who slashed him.
I just think when it comes down to it, that like it's weird, right? Because when I played hockey, that was fine. Stick checking, like the hands.
Yeah.
That was fine, but like they're getting away from that because people have actually like broken wrists and fingers and stuff like that.
I remember you took a slash before the hip injury.
Yeah, and it fucked up my wrist.
Fucked up your arm pretty bad too.
Yeah, I couldn't grip. Like it was.
Yeah, I know. It was. I felt bad for you, man.
That's why I had my wife do it. But I just think when it kind of comes down to it, man, it's just kind of absolute. I get why they're getting rid of it out of the game because it's a dangerous play where you can have.
I mean, even as a Rangers fan, I'm happy to get the 2-minute minor and the third power play of the game. That's a weak slash call.
No, it's a weak slash. It's a weak slash, but they're getting rid of it for a reason. It's like with other sports getting rid of like late hits and like initial contact to the head, where we used to like watch sports that like super violent hits
and on the gloves is just a bridge too far, huh?
I guess. I don't know. I don't like the call. I think it's light. I'm just saying I'm understanding the reasoning. And look at Lundqvist, eh?
Yo, I was about to say, Henrik Lundqvist, is he fucking bitches?
Yeah, probably.
He's got to be fucking bitches.
It was so weird when he went to Washington.
I mean, he's putting the biscuit in the basket. Even though he came up keeping the biscuit out of the basket, in retirement, he's got to be fucking bitches. Like, if you got hair like that and a jawline like that, you fucking bitches.
Okay, so the problem I have with the Lundqvist comparison is Lundqvist had a far better team.
It's good to see ya.
Yeah, no, that's funny because we were playing NHL 23. Yeah. So like slashes are just instant penalties.
Oh, nice shot from Trocheck. Just a little wide.
Ooh.
Why is there Fajardo on this stream? That's what I want to know.
I mean, if he wants to come on, if you want to come on through, Alex, let us know, man. We can do a watch party, bro. You already have the login. You can kind of come in. It's up to you, bro.
Oh, right out in front. All right, Fox kept it in the zone. 1 minute left in the power play here. Oh, they got it in deep and got it across.
Ooh, nice try to look here.
That was wide. 45 seconds.
All right, I think they're
getting a little too cute. Like, move the fucking puck, guys.
All right, like, come on, boys. I think they're tired too. I think they're legitimately they look slow.
Yeah, but the thing is, the puck moves faster than skates, right?
Absolutely. No, they should.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. 14 seconds left.
That was a good shot right there. That's what you need to see more of.
Move the puck! God fucking damn it, man!
Uh-oh.
You're holding the puck!
Ball's trying to do a little move. I respect it.
I think we tried to do too much there. He definitely tried to do too much there. 1-on-2, I think that was.
I just think when it kind of comes down to it is
nice
the Rangers.
Block by Trouba there.
The Rangers just need to kind of like move the puck. Like Panarin was just holding to it on the half wall. Like just move it around.
Hey, we got
What's up, boys?
Good up, boys. What's up, man?
Not much. Eating some Chinese food and watching the game. You already know.
Oh, you can turn down. Can you turn down your stream a little bit?
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Oh man. Sorry. Yeah, I have my TV on.
All right.
There we go.
Hito. All right.
Fajardo, I was talking to Evil. I don't know when you came into the stream, but like we had this video that's going live tonight or tomorrow, I should say, about the Rangers and like what do you like? You're in agreement with me that the young kid lines got to really produce, right? Like if they're gonna take this next step and like become Stanley Cup contenders or champions, that young kid line's got to produce this season.
They definitely got to take that next step up and make a difference. Because if they keep on, depending on just those top two lines, when you have a team that can match those top two lines, you need the third and fourth lines to do something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's where the kid line comes in. That's where some of the other players like a Jimmy Vesey, who's on the fourth line with Ryan Reeves. And Grujo kind of like going in and out of that line.
Nice work there from Zach Jones. Just took the puck right off his stick.
Yep. Well, Zach Jones, you could, Paul, you and I have had this conversation plenty. I said Zach Jones is the one that needs to take over the spot instead of Hayek. I don't like Hayek personally.
Yeah, you're not very fond of Hayek.
There.
Oh, nice.
Keep it in the zone. Keep it in the zone. Oh, he's holding the stick. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you guys are behind me. I'm way ahead.
Yeah, you're absolutely way ahead, but it's okay. We're streaming.
15 seconds left.
I'm next to the server, that's why.
Well, I'm not going to give out locations, but he's a New York motherfucker, too, so it shouldn't be so bad.
He's in my hood somewhere. I know. He's around me. I know that much.
So, I mean, I think...
He got a thumper sticker. That's cool. That was my first movie was Bambi.
Ah, yes. I think it was one of my first two.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be exciting to see what
Another
happens.
face-off win for the New York Rangers. Let's go.
I've said it since last season. That's the biggest area that they need to improve in order to control games.
Yep.
Yeah, you're about like 6 seconds ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just know because I heard the horn. But there's a lot I like from this Rangers team. So Benechev had 52% of the dot last season, one of his best year for his career on the faceoff dot. He's a 49% guy.
I think as a team we were around 40%.
I mean, yeah, but Zibanejad himself actually had one of his best seasons in the dot. So if he can keep going forward and some of the other centers can start winning draws, like you got another Trocheck, who's a really good efficient center.
Trocheck.
Yeah.
Please win a face-off, but we won like 12 face-offs in a row, and the one we lose goes in the fucking goal.
Yeah. It's tough, but I mean, it's good to see that the improvement's there. Right, because that's going to change the outlook on a lot of the games that we may have lost throughout the season last year. And if that's the case, easily number one going into the playoffs on the Eastern Conference. As long as they, keep doing their firepower. I mean, you still have some guys. Kratov went out early with an injury. Yeah. So we got to see how that plays out.
Did you notice that there was no penalty there? The dude was holding his head down and pushing it down along the boards. No penalty at all.
Yeah, they considered it a scrum, pretty much. They didn't want to call it. But they've called a bunch of other soft penalties. Yeah, soft. Soft.
I mean,
and then that fucking bullshit slash, we basically just, touched the edge of his glove, gently caress it. A 2-minute minor for that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit, maybe the refs are not ready. The refs aren't ready yet. For the season.
I mean, so Fajardo, let's just talk about it because we talked about it on a video, so I figured we could hear. I mean, with Kravtsov, right? Like for him, he didn't perform necessarily that well in training camp, correct?
He was mediocre.
Yeah. So like the one thing that's going to be very interesting to see with this Kravtsov situation is if he can actually reach that potential the Rangers think he can. He cried like a bitch last season, went to the KHL because he didn't want to go down the AHL. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what anyone says, the AHL is a very good professional league, and in my opinion, a lot better than the KHL. I mean, you might get paid more in the K, but it's European ice surface, bigger ice surfaces. And there's also a lot of mob connections. So that's a whole different type of topic to go into. But I think that he's got to really prove within, I think, the first 10 to 15 games that he belongs, because I don't know how much rope you're going to give this guy. I mean, I know you signed him to a contract, but I mean, you have some viable options down there in Hartford that could come up and probably fill that role.
Yeah.
You could even make some acquisitions to probably fill a good third line role. But Kravtsov getting hurt isn't good for him for a lot of reasons, because he had a mediocre training camp. Now he's hurt. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but he's got to show he's got durability, and he's got to show he's going to be more effective at the NHL level. Because if he was struggling in training camps where you're playing against fringe guys, I'm a little skeptical if he's going to be a viable NHL everyday option.
Well, there must have been something during the training camp that they saw to offer him the deal, right? It wasn't just like, we're going to offer him the deal, right? So, one of the big setbacks for him, right, going into the season is that unlike other players that have gone through the AHL system, he doesn't quite know their system yet. Whereas the Rangers have a really good connection with the Hartford Wolfpack, and the system at Hartford is emulating the Rangers system. So you can take somebody from there, plug them into the Rangers, and vice versa, and they'll pretty much fit where they need them to fit, because the system is exactly the same. And they do a really good job, and that's how they bring up, these defensemen and other players that get a couple of looks through there, and then they bring them up and they're NHL ready. It's because the systems, people underestimate how important having an AHL team that has a system that works and also can translate to the NHL system. They really don't understand that that's so important, because when you're teaching them down in the AHL where the talent level is a little bit less, right, it gives them an opportunity to understand, grow into the system, and then really understand the system, so that when they do go to the NHL, it's no longer about understanding or growing into the system, it's about performing in the system.
I agree.
Right.
I mean, I think you just gotta. I think some of these prospects get so high on themselves that they can't justify going down to the A.
Yeah.
And I think the AHL, I've had season tickets, man. It's some good hockey, man. It really is. Is it top end NHL talent? No, but there's a lot of guys down the AHL. I mean, some even due to politics, and
the NHL.
Yeah, I mean they would, and I mean, I'll be blunt, man. There's certain guys that I've seen in the AHL that I could easily see being in the third, fourth liner, but because, and this is a whole different conversation when it kind of comes to the politics of sports, but because they don't fit, in the AHL, they're a scorer, right? So certain people won't give them a chance of being on a third or a fourth line, like a checking line. You know what I mean? They'll just keep them buried in the AHL and not give them a chance to flourish if they don't have high draft pick or high capital in that player. I mean, it can be very difficult to move up, and there's a lot of viable and very competitive, and it's to have these prospects come and just I'm too good for that, you're not at all.
Yeah, well, I think one of the biggest problems is the following, right? For so many years, the translation from AHL to NHL has always been a struggle. You could be a superstar in the AHL and not make it in the NHL, right? But it really comes down to, again, how the systems work together. And a lot of these systems, between the NHL franchise and the AHL franchise, they don't work well together. The AHL's worried about their own thing, trying to succeed, and not really worried about losing a player to the NHL. They're like, we need to succeed to keep ourselves and our fans, attending and everything, right? And then now, one of the other things that happens there as well is, like you said, players get buried there. But when you have a guy who flourishes in the AHL team wants to keep him, right? So at times, they don't really, let them shine as much until they really need them or whatnot. And then at that point, that's when it's like, you got to go up there. Okay, go up there. And then they fail. And it was kind of set in motion when they were already, before they even went up, to fail. So that way they come back down.
I think that the Hartford Wolfpack and the New York Rangers have a good synergy as far as how they develop players, so that when you have a player come up, they kind of know. I mean, yeah, you still have the same issues of trying to create the chemistry to make sure that you know what position the other guy is going to be in, what side of his body he likes to puck when you're passing it, and those kinds of things. Obviously, you're going to kind of have those growing pains, but they kind of know the kind of hockey that they're going to need to play to fit in as a puzzle piece whenever they're called up.
Yeah. Yeah, and as far as like the coaching staff down in Hartford, I mean, they're great guys. You know, they really work hard at building everybody. They have Jed Ortmeyer. They have Pat Bowler. Pat Bowler is actually my high school coach when I was playing in high school, and like the way that they tried to build up not only the player and their skill level, but their confidence. It is amazing because they really empower the players to improve themselves. You know, so if the player isn't improving themselves, it's on the player. It's not on the staff. It's not on the organization. It really comes down to the player. And the Rangers and the Wolfpack, they've gotten so good at creating such good players that everybody's like on the verge of like, oh, I want to get up there. I want to get up there. I mean, look at Lundqvist that went to Dallas. He did amazing things for the Wolfpack. You know, he sucked it up and he stood down there for a whole year. He shined. He did his thing, and he wanted his chance up here. Now, unfortunate for him, I mean, you have 3 stars.
He's in line. Yeah, in line.
Yeah, there's 3 stars in front of you. So,
yeah.
And if you're not outshining them, it's not going to happen. And he hasn't done that. You know, he didn't get to do that. He showed a lot of promise and someone who can definitely fit the system. But then you got, you have a Keandre Miller. He's not going to take out Keandre Miller. Or he's not going to take out Adam Fox.
And Trouba was brought here, as a first or second line defenseman himself.
Exactly. You know, like the guys in front of him, I mean, it's just a lot.
It's like bad timing, bad luck. It's kind of like if you look at the New York Mets, Dom Smith was supposed to be the first baseman of the future, but then it was like, oh shit, there's this guy named Pete Alonso, fucking winning home run derbies in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
He comes up and hits 53 home runs in his rookie season, and where does Dom Smith play after that? Like it's just bad luck.
Yeah, it's unfortunate sometimes. So
yeah.
I mean, it's part of the growing pains of being an athlete in the professional world. Right. Yeah. Sometimes it isn't on you. Sometimes there isn't an opportunity for you. Right. So you have to look for an opportunity somewhere else, and you got to force it sometimes. That's why a lot of players force a trade, ask for a trade, or just like leave the NHL to go to Europe and play there, and hopefully get a chance with another team somewhere else.
Now. I'm the filthy casual, right? Mrs. Evil is the filthy casual fan when we do our MMA watch party, right? I'm the filthy casual when it comes to NHL hockey. I love hockey. It's my second sport behind baseball, right? But you guys understand the sport from a player's perspective much, much better than myself. So I'm going to kind of go through my analysis earlier that I made earlier at the outset of the stream. And I want, to get your take on it. Paul's given his take on it, so I'm going to kind of reiterate some of the things that I'm looking for out of the New York Rangers. So you let me know what you think. Wow, Bob Ritchusen was a WFAN guy. Now he's on the national telecast. Okay. All right. So from my perspective, I look at a Rangers team that should have been eliminated in the first round because they played very poorly against the Pittsburgh Penguins. They played very poorly against the Carolina Hurricane, and they played very well to start the Tampa Bay series, but then Tampa Bay really kind of put it on them. So it really wasn't so much on the Rangers. It wasn't like a Rangers failure in the second half of that series. It was more of like the Tampa Bay Lightning imposing their will. Now, what I wanted to see, because again, my problem was with the New York Rangers, even as they were winning games, they were outclassed in almost every one of the 14 games that they played. In almost every single one of those games, they were outplayed in these areas. Handling the puck in the defensive zone, tape-to-tape passing from the defensive zone, and puck handling in the neutral zone. The positioning on defense, where they allowed a lot of 2-on-1, 1-on-0 directly at Shesterkin. And we're talking about Fox actually kind of regressing as a defensive defenseman. Of course, his offensive numbers are pretty good. You can't really you can't really have too much of a problem with that. But Shesterkin is facing too many goddamn shots. And there are a lot of times where, they're losing a lot of faceoffs. So even when Shesterkin is able to stop the puck, you're not able to make the line change. So now your energy is wearing down. You can't clear the puck. You're down on the boards. The puck is being stopped. You're getting moved off the puck. You're being beat down the ice, which happened on one play in this game in the first period. You're getting beat to the puck when you're ahead of them. So there's a lot of rough play where they just weren't sharp. Puck handling not good, passing not good, defensive positioning not good. So what I want to see this year, and I said this to Cap earlier, I want to see an average of 7 or 8 shots against our goaltender per period. So I'm looking for 21 to 24 shots faced in a game by our goaltender, because I don't really want to see him in an extended shift where you got tired guys in the ice, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 40 seconds, and he's holding the puck 3 times there, facing 3 faceoffs. We're not winning any of the faceoffs, and we're just stuck in the defensive zone, losing the puck possession battle, right? I believe if we're better positioned defensively and we can win faceoffs, we can win more than 52 games this season. What do you think about that?
100%. I mean, I said that last year. I said it even when we were doing, looking at all the teams and whatnot, and when we broke down the Rangers, we spoke about that. The Rangers are still doing their growing. It isn't like this is a finished product, right? They're still very young. There's still a lot of growing to do. They're doing exceptionally well in a lot of areas, and the few areas that they need to fix are the ones that are probably the hardest mechanically, because it all depends on face-offs, right? Having control of face-offs plays such a big role, and if you don't watch hockey even regularly, it's very difficult for people to understand that face-offs determine control of the puck.
Absolutely.
So if they had the problem of not having possession of the puck due to face-offs and so on, they look like they fixed it, right? So now it makes it a whole different game for them, because now they can focus on correcting some of the other stuff, like the positioning on face-offs, positioning after the face-offs, making plays, all those things. But it's one of those things that you have to take it one step at a time, and I think that the face-offs was probably the most important, because now you'll have control of the puck. You'll have control to actually set things up, whereas when you were losing it, you were frantically trying to figure out, all right, what are we doing? Where are we setting up? Right? But on the same coin, you flip it over, this is why you play the game. Because even when things aren't perfect, if you keep fighting and you keep working, you can still win. Not saying that it's the best way to go, but you still have a chance. This game isn't played on paper, right? It's played on the ice. And in order for you to actually be able to do something, you got to want it. You got to keep pushing. And those things, they're going to be cleaned up. That's why they have film sessions, right? During the playoffs, it's different. At that point, you try to cancel out what the other team is doing best, not necessarily trying to fix what you're doing wrong, if that makes sense, because you want to just shut down what they're doing good, and then you don't really have time to really focus 100% on what you're doing wrong in that scenario. Right. So now during the season, in a season like this, now you have more time to really focus on, all right, we've got the face-off down. Now let's work on what we're doing wrong and, giving the window of opportunity to the other teams. So for the first quarter, it's going to be like, all right, what's not working? What is working? All right, let's tune it up. The second quarter, you start tuning it up. By the third quarter, you want to be in gear. And by the fourth quarter, that's when you're making your playoff run to hopefully be hot going into the playoffs. Because any hockey player will know that you can win not by necessarily being the best team, but by being the hottest team going into the playoffs. It happens.
I mean, do you...
As an update, the young man who was extrajudiciously assaulted by a San Antonio police department probationary officer, he remains unconscious and on life support. So they have charged and arrested the former officer, but it's not looking good for the survival of the kid that he shot. So,
damn. Wait, he succumbed to his injuries? Sorry.
No, he's on life support and he's unconscious, has not regained consciousness.
We'll do another follow up on that when we get a chance.
But the officer was just arrested on 2 counts of aggravated assault by a public officer. So
tough.
All right. 40 seconds gone by in the third. 1-1. How are you feeling about the quality of the Rangers play so far in the season opener?
I mean, they have some things clicking, but it's going to be hard to tell because with the injury, you have to juggle lines. So everybody's kind of not on their lines. People are playing with people that they normally don't play with just to give other guys rest. Defensively, they're looking a lot better than last year. They're covering a lot of the board play very well and supporting each other to the extent of not allowing those cheap come out goals from the corner or from the boards. So it is looking better. It looks like they're tightening it up. But again, the big deal here is that with the forwards having to rotate, it makes it a little bit hard for them to really get into the game to that aspect unless you're benching guys. So, but even the guys that you're benching, like a Reeves and VZ, like when they come in, they're pretty much just going to go out there and do what they can to at least keep the game even at best. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going to come out and say that I am enjoying the energy, the reaction times. For the most part, their sticks have been in the right positions. They've been more disciplined with the puck. I love the positioning. On defense, they've only had a couple of lapses. So I'm very, very happy with what I'm seeing from this group. Yeah. They're not winning because they're just relying heavily on the goaltender. And they're the ones with 32 shots on goal against Vasilevsky, when that's normally
the other way around.
That's normally the problem that we find ourselves in, facing too many shots.
Yep. I mean, Tampa Bay is really good, but on the same token, they're beginning to get old. So, both of those kind of play a factor. Because right now, I mean, we can
with the forehand.
We can literally beat Tampa all season like we did last year.
Oh, they called that tripping penalty.
They did.
Fuck.
They did call that. Yep.
I gotta see a replay because I'm not quite so sure that was.
I gotta take care of some of that business. You know what I talked about earlier there, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off stream, Eel.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a trip. That's a trip. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a legit call.
What's crazy about that corner of the ice? That corner of the ice has a slight downward edge right at the rim. I used to work EMS there, so I know that because like that's where the Zamboni comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a tricky one because sometimes your stick gets caught there. I've seen it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes it gets caught there a little bit more.
Can that be fixed?
No, I mean everything goes through there. That's when they come out to sing the national anthem. When they present anything,
Yeah, you see it's discolored in that corner.
Yeah, it's just that one corner.
But there's no way that they can make sure that the ice is it's offside. There's no way that they can shore that up and flatten it out.
I mean, they have it pretty good. It's just right at the rim where the door opens and closes. You know, it's just there's not much you can do about that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. I honestly, that's one of the things I miss about being in EMS was doing these events. I used to do these events all the time, whether it was a concert, whether it was a Ranger game, a Knick game.
At the Garden.
Yeah, at the Garden.
Yeah, I don't live too far from the Garden.
Nice. You remember the movie Delivery Man?
No.
With Vince Vaughn, where he had like 200 or 500 kids or something, some craziness.
No, I'm not a Vince Vaughn guy. That's probably why I don't know that movie.
Gotcha. Well, it's a pretty funny movie, and one of his kids was an NBA player, was a Knick player, and they had to shoot scenes like of him playing or whatever during the halftime of an actual Knick game. I was actually in attendance for that, and we had to sign waivers.
They centered that pass.
Yep.
Now 86 had to go pretty wide there, but that was a very, very dangerous play.
Oh,
and this
here we
is the
go,
kind
here we
of
go, here we
play
go.
that I want to see the Rangers. Oh wow! Oh, Trocheck got out ahead. Oh,
you're behind me. Yeah.
How much time is on your clock?
Right now, I'm at 1:35. I mean 15:35. Sorry, that was 15:35. So.
All right, so you're 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
I was looking at the power play number. I'm like 35. There's only 9 left. Okay. So what? The power play is about to end on your screen, right? Right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already finished. Yeah.
And now it just ended on my screen. Okay.
All right. Yeah. About 4 seconds.
So I'm 3 seconds behind you, and Cap is like 3 seconds behind me.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, oh yes, they called him.
Oh, they called it. Yes, they did.
Let's go.
Stick.
High stick on him. Let's go.
No. Don't try that. Don't try to act like you don't know what just happened.
Yeah. Who is that? Nemestikov? Yeah, it's Nemestikov. It's 90 or 80, whatever
You
it
put
is.
the stick right in his face. What are you talking about? I hate it in basketball.
Yeah, Nemestikov.
The guy pretends I don't know what happened. I just slapped the shit out of him. Let me see.
Wait. Oh, there it goes. That's why he didn't know, because he thought it got called when he went forward and didn't realize it was when he skated off.
Yeah, but you can't have your stick that high anyway.
Yeah, it was an aerial joust for both sticks. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. It was an aerial joust. His stick was coming down and coming back.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Goudreau's stick kind of came back and kind of accidentally pushed his stick into his own face. So it happens. It wasn't pretty, but things like that happen all the time.
Lightning win the face-off, but Rangers get control of the puck.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, not yet.
There we go! Woo!
Oh, let's go, bitch!
Hell yeah. Let's go, Zab.
Woo!
2 on the night.
We got one on the power play.
Let's go. That's 2 on the night.
Just saw it, man. Good shit.
The last type of goal that the Rangers will score this season is even strength.
Short-handed, power play all day. Even strength, we don't know what that means.
Yo, we ran the Tampa Bay power play. We ran it like it was ours.
Oh, 100%.
You good? You good, Cap?
I would put it this way, Alex. It was confirmed.
Oh, damn.
Oh, is that the other project?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
All
whole. Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Well, bye to that guy.
Yo, how do you score 11 seconds into the power play, son? You don't want to play with the man advantage for a little bit longer?
We don't know how to play with anything, bro. This is why we can't have nothing nice in New York.
Why you got to score so fast? Then that was a Benajad, too, on the power play. We should have had another power play goal, but 86 was hating. He put his stick right on Kreider's stick.
Yeah. That was a really good stop.
That was a really nice. That was some hateration right there.
See, Zach Jones, bro, he just broke that play up. I've been saying this for a while, man. Zach Jones has to take that next step because as a Ranger fan, nice. As a Ranger fan, you don't want Hayek. I'm sorry. Hayek to
nice
me
pass to center.
Is just a fill-in.
Oh, and the rebound.
And that's it.
Hold it. Oh, Panarin. Oh, there you go. Oh, what a shot. That was a bad angle shot, but that's why you put pressure on the goaltender. That's why the puck needs to always be going towards the basket at all times. You don't need to get super cute to find the perfect pass. Put the fucking puck on net, and good things will happen. Did you ever think that you would see the Rangers with a 2-to-1 shot advantage ratio on the Tampa Bay fucking Lightning?
Listen, I want you to understand. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Met fan. I'm a Jets fan. So
that was my quartet. That was. But I stopped watching professional football. But the other three were right aligned.
Bro, like I have nothing but hope. That's all all we have.
No, you got something more than hope. You have something called disappointment.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I called the New York Mets today to cancel my season tickets.
Oh, really?
That trumpet shit in the bottom of the eighth, down 4-0, nothing happening with the team. That pissed me off.
That was dumb.
That was basically an insult to my intelligence. If you don't send them fucking mascots back, Goodrow with another fucking penalty?
Yeah.
That's a second holding call.
Oh, no, it's Carpenter.
Oh, it's Carpenter. I was about to say they put the camera on
Goodrow.
on fucking Goodrow. Yo, Zibanejad's shot was so hard that one of the Rangers thought that it was a rebound and then flailed on it.
Yeah. And he missed. That's the worst part. He missed. It was right there.
That was kind of funny.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, as far as NFL, you don't watch anymore. The Jets are making changes. I'm not saying that they're the best or anything, but they've made changes. They have some winning ways going on right now. I'm happy I'm seeing that. The Rangers.
Captain Paul, we had an off-air debate that was pretty fun. We went back to 2016, and we played. Which quarterback would you rather have over Colin Kaepernick? that was actually pretty fun. Nice. It was a fun little exercise.
Very nice.
But yeah, I'm thinking, and Fajardo, again, every now and again, we're going to be running these filthy casual parties.
Okay.
Come the fuck on. I mean,
I got you.
I think opening night for the New York Knicks will probably do that too.
Okay.
Depending on where I'm at in the world.
Okay.
We're here on opening night. We're actually the first hockey game of the entire season. We are.
Technically, third. So
Because they had the
and Slovakia, I think
Right.
it was. They had the Predators versus the San Jose Sharks on a
How long ago
back-to-back
was that?
night. That was Saturday, Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the first two official games.
Do you think Jack Eichel is going to be? Do you think he's 100-point? Do you think he's a 100-point center this year? His neck is healthy now.
If he is truly healthy, Vegas is going to be a problem.
Oh, by the way, I didn't really see a hold by Carpenter. By the way, I didn't really see it.
It was another week call.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure that what I saw was what I saw.
For
We get
gamers,
another face-off win.
for gamers, that was an EA call. We we know what that means.
When you put that in there, I'm just like, what? EA is working with the NHL on.
Ooh, God.
Dominican!
No, it was close.
I forgot he scored the shorthand. You
Yeah.
might be looking at a fucking hat trick.
Yeah, if you can get it. Yep. How
Do
you
we
call
have the
it?
league leader in goals scored in the Benetton?
I hope so. Night one, let's do it. So the funny thing about
Get out of the zone. Nice wrap around the boards.
funny thing about EA is everybody complains about the video game all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this will never happen. This will never happen.
Come out in pro circles.
In gamer circles, like guys that play NHL, EA NHL.
What I'm saying, are you talking about pro gamers, or are you just talking about like
All gamers,
tryhards?
pro gamers, guys that play in different leagues, all this stuff, whatnot. Right? Everybody complains about the game. Oh, this is not real. This never happens. I'm going to sit here and tell you. I used to have season tickets to the Rangers, right? Every one of those goals that all these players say, oh, that's not real.
You've seen them scored.
I've seen them scored on or by the Rangers all the time, and I'm like, I always say, I'm never gonna say that EA got it wrong.
Blue line.
Never gonna say EA got it wrong because 9 out of 10 times,
Maybe they just
got it
salty
right.
because they lost.
Of course.
Oh, look who's skating! Oh, okay. I don't recognize 21.
That's Goudreau.
Okay, yeah, I didn't recognize him. Did Gaudreau wear 21 last year?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to be sure.
Yeah, you were thinking about Kravtsov. Kravtsov is 74.
We got a healthy Lindgren, so that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we're kind of in range of what I wanted defensively. We're getting to be halfway through the third period, and the Rangers have only faced 20 shots.
Well,
So,
again, that all comes down to face-off wins.
yeah.
You know, you have
And control of the puck along the boards, too.
If you win face-offs, you're gonna have control of
he
the
took
puck.
it away.
You're gonna have control of the puck, control of the play, and you're not gonna allow the other team to take as many shots because you're controlling.
That is a great defensive play by Schneider in the corner because he could have tripped up. I don't know who he took the puck from, but he could have got called for a trip if he wasn't getting control of his stick.
Yeah.
That was a really nice controlled defensive play by Schneider there.
Baby
Baby
Troobs. Baby Troobs is his name. That's what they call him, Baby Troobs. He's taken after Trouba a lot.
Not a good giveaway in the defensive zone here to 38.
Yeah.
All right, lifted out of the zone, and they're going to get a line change. You were saying?
Yeah. How you call it? He Baby Troobs. I mean, Schneider's one of those guys. It's funny. I think Captain and
Take
I.
away in the offensive zone.
Captain and I.
Oh, Zibanejad was going for the hat trick.
I think 4 years ago. Right, Cap.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Uh-oh.
He and I started talking hockey. I gave him the name of 4 or 5 players. 4 of those players are on the Rangers currently as not movable players, and the other one got traded, Lovequist, because I follow their draft class. I watch, Hartford. I see what prospects they have, how they're playing and stuff like that. Man, and I knew some of these guys were going to be stars. The same way I feel like Zach Jones. All he has to do is put on a little bit of muscle, and he's got... Yeah!
Oh, you saw it before me.
Sorry.
Oh, they were on the rebound.
Woo!
There was a redirect out in front.
Goudreau, let's
You
go.
saw it before I did.
Yeah.
There was a rebound out in front. I want to see who that was.
It was Goudreau, I believe. Have you been to a Ranger game?
I've been to one regular season game and one preseason game.
Bro, I tell you.
Are you in New York City?
Yeah.
All right,
No,
so you got to do something.
He's actually from. He's not
Here
even.
we
He's
go.
from Florida. He's from
This-
Florida. He's not
this
even.
guy here.
I didn't say shit about where he's from. I said, where are you? Where you at?
Yo, he's in Florida,
Hate
bro.
on you, son.
Bro, he's in
Damn.
Florida. Bro, he was a Tampa fan last
Oh
year.
my! Stop it! This guy. This guy. I'm
Why you
right
throw one of the bus like that?
I'm right on the L line, bro. Yeah, I live right on the L line. So how you call it?
Are you talking about Lower East Side? Or are you talking about Williamsburg?
No. Further in, like right on the border of Brooklyn and Queens by Bushwick.
Oh, I used to live in Bedford Stuyvesant,
Okay. Yeah, I have family out there.
but now I'm probably 1.6 miles away from the Garden right now. Somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Like if I wanted to walk to a Rangers game, I could.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, bro. My mom was an avid Ranger fan because obviously she watched me play hockey. That was the dream before I got injured. But we never stopped watching the Rangers. We always used to watch the
What
Rangers
position
together.
did you play?
I used to play center or right D.
Oh, right side defenseman.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I used to play I used to play either center, a right D.
So forwards do become defensemen and back again, because I think wasn't McDonough? He was a left winger and then went to defense.
No, you're thinking about Smith. Brendan Smith. They used to play for the Rangers. He used to play defense for us. Then we moved him up to forward. But before he came, he had come here. He had just switched to defense. He used to play on Detroit, I believe, as a winger. They moved him back to defense, and then we got him. I think as a free agent or via trade, and then we used him as defense. And then before he left, we had him playing some forward. He was on Carolina's team last year. He's the one who scored a shorthanded goal on us. And he was playing as a forward, even though he's technically a defenseman right now. But yeah, sometimes depends on how defensive minded you are.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the Rangers are going to be a problem for any team. The Rangers are definitely going to be a problem for any team. There we go.
And the thing is, again, take that puck. Look at what they're doing with the puck. Oh, center. They're a little bit out of position. They came back. All right.
Uh,
Because they were very deep when the puck came out.
yeah.
They were very deep, but they were able to get back on D, so that was nice. Is that an icing?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
I mean, I think we're
We
gonna
won
be
52 games with a bunch of children on the ice last year. Now we've got playoff experience.
Well, that's one of the big keys, right? It is making sure that this team stays healthy, though.
Right.
That's going to be very crucial because if you notice, a lot of teams once they have a couple of key injuries, that's when it becomes difficult for them to keep the mojo up.
Right, but at the same time, every team runs that risk, right? Every team runs that risk of having their season derailed, an ill-timed or the wrong player getting hurt. I think every team runs that risk, so that's not unique to the New York Rangers.
No, but what is unique to the New York Rangers, because they've never faced it, is now having that extra added pressure of being technically what everybody's considering one of the top teams, if not the top team in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
You know, and
the Lightning have been to the Stanley Cup Finals 3 years in a row, though, right? So they can still kind of hide underneath them.
Yeah,
but with a performance like this, it might be hard.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. They cannot hide. Everybody knows because, like we said earlier, nobody.
There's a trip. There it is.
Nobody expected them.
It.
They definitely did not call it. Heiko, like we said earlier, they called it. They called us on a holding. Stop it.
That looked like a trip that they didn't call, and then down the ice they call a hold.
Yeah. Okay. They can't hide under anybody because everybody saw what they're made out of.
Right.
So there's no hiding.
Very sloppy.
It doesn't matter. You made it to you made it to one of the big games.
I thought it was a trip. It's not a trip.
Like you made it to one of the big games. Period. How you got there, nobody cares. They just know you made it to one of the big games. You made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? And you weren't supposed to be there.
Right.
So now
that was not a trip in the corner. 81. That was a legit no call. You were saying?
Right. How you call it? Now it really comes down to the hey. You guys did it with kids. Now you have seasoned kids. You have seasoned kids, and you have better control of the puck. Now you're supposed to be where you ended up last season.
Right.
So all eyes on you. There's no hiding. Everybody knows what you're bringing to the table. Everybody saw what you can do. Everybody knows all these things now.
They know how tough you are because the Rangers advance purely on toughness.
100%. All grit.
Yeah, all grit. But they were not disciplined and they were not sharp. And Tyler Mott was a player that I think helped stabilize him. And now he's gone.
Tyler Mott was an elite. Is an elite fourth liner. Elite. Because he can play on a second or third line. Easily. He can play. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar there.
Right.
But he can play on either one of those lines if he needs to fill in or whatever the case is. But you put him on the fourth line, my man is elite.
But the point that I was making about Tyler Mott is that the Rangers were sharper and more. They were more. How do I say? Fundamentally sound. They played better, more fundamentally sound hockey when he was on the ice in the playoffs last year. They were not nearly when he was on the ice. They were sharper. When he wasn't, the passes never went. The passes normally went to their opponent. Couldn't go tape to tape to save their fucking lives.
I think you're thinking about Gaudreau because Gaudreau is the one. Like when he was gone is when we had our toughest time. Like when he got injured and he was out for like half of two different series. That was when we played our sloppiest. And
I mean, but it just stood out to me. Mott's play on the ice is what stood out to me, I guess.
yeah, because I would say if anybody, the person who had the most impact to the fundamentals of the Rangers game last playoffs was Goudreau. When he went down with I think it was a foot injury or something like that.
He went down a couple of times.
He really you can tell.
Oh, come on, Laffy Taffy. You got to control that puck. That puck was right on his stick. .340 remaining.
Good job. Good cover. There you go. Good rotation. There you go.
I'm going to say that the Rangers, I'm going to give them a B+ to like A- on defense. I think
they worked really hard on how to crowd the other team's offense while still staying positionally sound.
Right. Yes. And but the reason why I can't give them like the big A+ is that
Let's go.
too many bad penalties.
That was close.
Oh, he tried the wraparound. He tried it.
Got a bad animation. Oh man, sorry. It was like perfect timing. Oh man, it just like so. What went wrong with that wraparound was he had the puck in the middle of his stick, and he tried to sink it in with the edge of the stick, like the tip of the stick. And
I mean, that's what we asked for when we're teenagers. Just let me stick to tip.
Well, he got it wrong. That must have hurt. But yeah.
So the Rangers have faced 24 shots. They'll probably end up facing maybe 2 more. So that'll be 26 shots against. They got 40 shots for. Oh, nice takeaway in the neutral zone.
Oh, they're pulling Vasilevsky.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have too much of a choice, right?
Yep. Okay.
Do we have Zibanejad on the ice, though? Is he on the ice? There he is.
He is.
And we get a good glove save. I almost said saved by Richter.
Goddamn.
One of the things that I'm kind of happy about, and I know I'm late on this, but you guys don't really know me that well, so I'm just gonna come out and say this. One of the changes that I really like in the NHL hockey product is that they got rid of the red line. They got rid of that 2-line pass. I'm so happy that they did that.
Yeah, it sped up the game. It allowed for much longer, deeper passes. Because before it just shortened the ice.
Yeah,
with the 2-line rule.
And you're going station to station. Like it would be like if baseball required you to hit a single every time up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like them getting rid of the red line.
Yeah, that was one of the best moves they made.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now the 2-line pass kind of slowed the game up, bogged it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you wonder why there's so many fights. Like the ice is crowded at every line.
Now, question. All those superstars, Gretzky, Messi.
How many goals did they score today?
How much more would they have scored had there not been the 2-line rule?
Mario Lemieux.
Think about that. If that rule wasn't in play back then, how many more goals could these legends have gotten? How many more assists?
Jaromir Jagr.
All those boys.
It would have been nice if the Rangers would have won that face-off there.
It would have.
Oh, that was dangerous. Lifted out of the zone.
They're all right.
1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. So they're both, they're going to face 27, 28 shots somewhere along those lines. Somebody touched the puck with a high stick.
Yep. I think it was coming into zone. He hit it with the high stick. Another player got it, so they had a bullet whistle. Lost another one. That's where they need to improve. I mean,
oh, nice! That shot just went just wide. Again, this is why you need to win the faceoff.
Right, but in all reality, right, we've controlled most of the game and have ourselves in a great position because we've controlled the game.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to finish strong because that's why you have the empty net. You score one, and now the pressure is on the team with the lead.
Right.
I learned this when I was young. One of the first things that I learned when I was trying to understand the game.
Oh my God! He hit the fucking post. Sorry.
And the thing that I learned was that the most deceptive lead you can have is a 2-goal lead
in any sport.
So you really start to feel like the game is tied up. That was a hat trick right there, man.
He's gonna get it right now. Don't worry about it.
Well, if you win the face-off. That was Paul. Paul kind of jumped the gun there a little bit.
Sorry, I've been quiet, man. I've been absolutely shell-shocked what I've been finding out. So.
Deflected.
Nope. They're gonna call icing.
And it's cleared. 20 seconds remaining. 20.6 seconds remaining. Zibanejad is on the ice. He's like, listen, I need that empty netter. Okay?
He's on the ice. He's like, listen, whatever the game plan is, just get me the puck.
Yeah.
Just get me the puck.
That shit.
There we go. Good saves. All good clear in the front. Way to be in the middle. Oh!
Get it to Zibanejad.
They couldn't. Let's go.
And we are 1-0-0.
Let's go. Huge.
Zibanejad with 2 goals. Not at even strength.
Well, Rangers had a good showing tonight. Really kind of played pretty well. Pretty optimistic about this young decor, man. So
I
am too.
I'm super happy Zach Jones is getting that shot over Hayek, bro. Paul, how many times have I literally said this needs to happen? I've said this so much for so long. It's been crazy.
I mean, I think it's going to be good. I think that the Rangers look good. I think Tampa definitely came out flat. They didn't play their best game. I think there was some flashes there, but I mean, their power play was absolutely horrendous tonight, man. Tampa,
they were pretty sloppy.
They were really bad. It was like the Rangers' power play when they were on the penalty kill. So,
well, at least that first power play, Tampa Bay did shore it up, and they looked a lot better. And they did end up scoring a power play goal. They didn't spend a whole lot of time in their defensive zone on their own power play going forward. But that first power play, they were definitely very janky.
Absolutely. I mean,
look at these jerseys for the Kings.
Yeah.
That's a cool jersey. I'm not even going to front. That is pretty fucking cool. But anyway.
That's just a warm-up jersey anyway. They don't get to play with that.
Oh, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. That's a cool-ass jersey. All right. So this is actually pretty fun. I thought that I was going to be doing this stream alone, and I ended up with 2 great hockey guys to do the stream.
There we go.
And I don't know how often we're going to do these filthy casual on the hockey side, but I'm hoping that we can put something together where we can do this on a more consistent basis. Yeah, man, like this was a lot of fun. We get a win to start the season.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Big
dub.
So anyway, I want to thank everybody that came through the stream. Lightning fan. We had our resident Lightning fan. That would be Juan Renteria, who came to us during the last playoffs. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Fajardo, thank you very much for coming through.
Yeah,
David
anytime.
Banner, the Toronto Maple Leafs fan, who basically said the same shit that Kat had to say. He's like, listen, no matter what we do in the regular season, we're out in the first round. Eric Chelcom, who left us to go watch the Yankees. Phil streaming again. Definitely let me know how you feel about SCP-049. Hopefully you come back. Cap, Cap, we know that Cap has had some hip issues.
Yep.
So for you to come through here and enjoy, NHL game number 3, but number 1 for the New York Rangers. This was a lot of fun. So for Kat, for Jardo, I'm Dr. Evil. Thank you, and we will be back